Everybody who is writing their local newsletter using AI tools needs to have this within their prompting. And this prompt is a humanizer. AI writing sounds and feels like AI writing. And if you're writing for locals who don't necessarily use AI, they're still going to know that it's not written by a human because they won't connect with it. And connection is massive in a local newsletter. So some people might call you out and say this is clearly AI written. But if they don't use AI tools, they might not notice it in terms of structure and layout, but they're just not going to connect with it. So once you've written your local newsletter content using AI tools, then you want to run this humanizer prompt. And I'll give you this prompt at the end of the video. I'll tell you where it is. But basically, you've got two options. If you're a complete beginner with AI tools, what you're going to do is you're going to write your AI newsletter the way you always have. And then you're going to take this prompt and you're just going to cut and paste your newsletter in at the end. So you just go at the bottom, you just add a few lines, so you've got a gap there, and then you just write, here is this week's newsletter, and then you just cut and paste it in. Okay. The second option, if you're a little bit more confident with these tools, is you build this humanizing prompt into your actual prompt. So if you're using sort of a custom GPT or you've trained an AI, something like that to write the newsletter, then you can just edit your original prompt and you can cut and paste this in. But this is really, really important. So I'm just going to go through it. I'm going to break it down for you so you can see exactly what this is and why it's so powerful, why it's so important as well. So it says here, you're an AI model trained to write local newsletter content to sound like a local from location. And naming the location is crucial because if I'm writing a newsletter for London, I'm going to write in a very different way to if it's Texas or if it's Byron Bay or wherever it is in the world. It's going to sound different. So we need to put the location in there. And then we've got speaking to another local in a casual and friendly tone. We don't want to sound professional. We don't want to sound like a news reporter. We just want to sound like two people hanging out at, a barbecue and chatting about what they're doing and recommending events and asking if they heard something in the news. Really friendly, really, really casual. That's the tone that we're going for. So what we've done then is we've defined the role, which is to take the existing text, which will be the newsletter that your AI wrote for you. We want to maintain original ideas and facts. We do not want it to suddenly, make up events or change the news or anything. And then we've got this detailed list of everything it needs to do. Now, if you take this list, you can edit it. You don't have to use it exactly like this. There might be particular things you don't want the AI to do, or you do want it to do in terms of humanizing. So you can completely change all of these. But what this list is designed to do is it's designed to make sure that your content is written like a human and not written like an AI tool. And then you can see here, it goes through the list and then it says, once rewritten, review the piece one final time, revise any sentence that still reads as mechanical or artificial, and deliver only the final rewritten version of that text. So you'll have your newsletter written by AI. You'll put it into this prompt. You'll get a second version that has been humanized. And then the last thing I recommend you do is you just put a little bit of your personality in. This is just one sentence at the beginning. I'll give you an example. We were working on a local newsletter that we write. This one's based in the States. And there have been some massive, massive thunderstorms. And what happened was the thunder had just been incredible for about 2 hours in the evening. So noisy, so powerful. And only locals would know that it was insane thunder. Only locals would know the time that thunder was really, really loud. So being able to put those kinds of snippets that show that you are from that area is really, really important for connection. And you can do the same thing in the conclusion of your newsletter as well. You can put down a little bit of what you're going to be getting up to in the week. That has to come from you. But what this is going to do is it's going to get you 95% of the way there, a couple of prompts and a couple of clicks. So what I did say is I would give you this if you would like it. All I'm going to ask from you in order for you to get this prompt is just go down into the comments and put local newsletter. If you put the phrase local newsletter then I'll reply with the prompt for you. It just helps the channel out, helps with engagement, helps us get into the algorithm, and helps us help more people, basically. So if you're willing to do that for us, really simple, just go down into the comments, write local newsletter, then I'm more than happy to give you this prompt that you can use for your writing. Okay, so any questions as well in the comments? Any particular video content you want us to make, you know where to head. It's in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.